What's going on, guys? We're back again with another sneaker review. This time round we have the Nike Dunk Barber Shops in the Lows. So I seen these, what was it, it's probably about a month or so ago, month or two. I did in fact miss out on the first launch of the barber shops through JD Sports, but I was lucky enough just to be browsing as I normally do late at night, just trying to find random drops, and I found the drop on the barbershops through JD Sports. So as I said, I couldn't help myself, I had to grab them, and now here we are. So there is a bit of a backstory to it, but I'm going to grab the shoes first and then we'll go into this backstory. It is rather funny, to be honest. It is rather stressful on my behalf. So, but without further ado, I'm going to grab the shoes and I'll be back. So here we have it, guys. We have the box. Now, considering the colorway of this shoe, I probably would have loved to have seen a special box or a designed box, but instead we got just your plain red Nike box. As per usual, it does have obviously what shoe it is, the size, price and stuff like that. So on here it actually says Nike Dunk Low Retro SE. So, but so there we have it, guys. The barber shops. Grab it out and we'll have a look. So we have it, guys. That is the Nike Dunk barbershop. So on the front you do have your clipper blades on the front, which is pretty cool touch. It is on both pairs. We have, it's like a bit of a tribal on the edges, just around the flaps here. It comes around. We also have on the end of the lace tips we have red, and we also have blue. That's kind of to go along with the candy bar stripe that does cycle around the backside of the flap. Now, as I said, so the funny story, the backstory to this is in fact that, as I said, I did purchase them through JD Sports. I did select express shipping. Now what happened was that I actually due on Monday this week, for instance, right? So they were due. I actually had two packages come from JD Sports. One was a pair of mids, the reverse breads. So I'll do a review on those next. So yeah, as I said, so it was a pair of reverse breads and the barbershop dunks as well. But what had happened is that the reverse breads got delivered, the dunks got delivered, but it wasn't until later in the day when I was like, I said to my partner, hey, what shoes are there? She says, only 2 boxes. I said, okay, it's meant to be 3. It says that they've all been delivered. She's like, nope. So here I am. I'm skeptical half the time. So I'm like, maybe she's trying to have a joke, trying to hide a box. But it turns out she wasn't having a joke at all. I had a look at the Ozpost app, and they do actually take a photo of where they leave their, like, the package. Now, where they took the photo, that it wasn't my door at all. So these shoes had been delivered to somebody else's house. So I'm at work. I don't finish work until late. So the whole time I'm stressing. I'm like, hang on, what if somebody actually grabs these shoes, keeps them? I can't get them again. They're now sold out, and I don't know when they're doing another release of them, because this is the second release. They generally don't do too many releases within a short time frame unless they're super popular. But I'm like, as I said, I'm stressing. So my partner's out with my 2 kids looking for these shoes, looking at doors, looking here, looking there, couldn't find anywhere. So I get home from work and I go for a drive basically, and I do like a 5k radius. I went to every single house. I tried to find these shoes that were lost. Basically, I couldn't find anywhere. I called Ozpost, I called JD Sports. I've done absolutely everything in my willpower to try and find these shoes. And then obviously fast forward to Tuesday, again I was on the phone to JD Sports, Ozpost, trying to track down their shoes because I couldn't get them again, and I wasn't about to cop a refund because I wanted the shoe more than I wanted the refund. So, like anything really, isn't it? So what ended up happening was, thankfully, one of the boys knows someone that works at Ozpost, and they tracked this shoe down for me. They gave me the actual address and where they were delivered. Keep that hush. My partner went there, picked them up, and thankfully they were still wrapped up. They were still in their box. The box was sweet. The shoes are sweet. Again, I was a bit confused on why they didn't try and contact me, my address details, and also my phone number was on the front of the package, but there was nothing. There was no phone calls, nothing. So I was like, oh, maybe someone's keeping it. But as I said, we got them, so we can't be too upset. And they're a beautiful shoe. So I'll just quickly compare it, for instance, to the other pair of Dunks that I do have here. Give me 2 seconds. So as I was saying, there is a little bit of difference and similarities between the Dunk Graffitis and the Barbershop Dunks as well. So as just side by side, there's some similarities, but there's a little bit of difference. But back to the start of the show. So as I said, we'll go over the shoe, we'll have a little chat about it. You've heard the backstory. Now let's talk about the shoe. So it is a leather material the whole way around, except for obviously the panels that run above the blue tick here. So it is a fabric around the back as well. Just that little piece there is fabric, but all the rest is leather. Your tongue is obviously fabric as well. Now, one thing I do actually really like about the shoe is the actual colours that's being put into it. So your black, your red, your blue. There's also brown on the tribal here, which is a really nice touch as well. It's very subtle, to be honest, but I love the colour of the sole, which I will show you guys very shortly. Excuse my light's really bright. So the sole is like a really nice, the sole is a really nice baby blue, and it does follow through. Even on the insole here as well is the baby blue. Your tick or your liner and stuff like that is baby blue. Without further ado, let's jump into the shoe. I'll give you guys a quick look and I'll be back. There you have it, guys. That's my honest review on the Barbershop Dunks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.
100 racks, you ain't nothing like Nip Watts, well that's a fucking fact. Putting on for my city.